we are late to the party.
And we are really late, and it is very late, but we got to do this because it is the second match in the Ultimate Schmoedown singles match tournament happening now. I'm really tired, but let's do this.
She's going to do great this game.
Yeah.
And we've got Kalinowski versus Macuga. Macuga has shown his abilities in the tournament.
People said
in the past.
people have said like, oh, he guesses, he got the Macuga guesses, which he does very well. But at the same time, it's like deep, it's like receded in your mind somewhere that you know it. It just so happens that you're like, and then you kind of have to pull it out. So Macuga's very good at doing that.
Macuga's great at pulling it out. But either way, you've got Kalinowski as well, who is, I mean, he's no slouch. I mean, the man knows his trivia.
Yes, he is one of many in the bonus five. I want to say five timers.
You want to say the 5 timers with the coat?
Yeah.
No. I mean, he has the perfect round with the bonus question.
There you go.
Which I mean,
they're gonna get jackets.
There's a couple other people that you know that are in that group as well. Second person ever, me. Third person, Tim.
Tim.
That's his name.
Tim the Tank Franco.
I don't even remember that guy anymore. Where the hell is he? He doesn't. He doesn't call. He doesn't write. He doesn't join us. What, Tim? Where you at, man? I mean, space is ready. Either way, Kalinowski, Macuga, hashtag. Who you got?
Oh man, this one is kind of a tough one because Mike Kalinowski is so good, and I think that he has the ability to go all the way too. But at the same time, Macuga is so much fun to watch that I would want him to go more to see how far he could go. So, with that being said, I'm going to go hashtag Josh Macuga.
And I want to see Josh Macuga do the and jump up out of his chair, maybe take off his shirt, run around. And yeah, so that's hashtag Josh Macuga. Kalinowski. I talked to Kalinowski the last time we were there and told him, sang his praises essentially.
Line him up and shoot them all down.
Yeah, I mean, I love where Kalinowski's coming from, and it would be nice to have some new blood in there, but I love when Josh Macuga gets a W, and he didn't get a W the last time he was in the match.
Before we get into this, though, I want to talk about Brian Ward's poster that he made for this match.
Oh, yeah!
So good. I love the fact that he added Miss Movies, Brianne Chandler, in, like, the DC villains, and I was like, that's perfect.
Pretty awesome.
I just had to say that it was awesome.
That concludes our Brian Ward segment of the show. And we are going to get into the battle between Kalinowski and Josh Macuga in round 2. Well, I guess it's the second match within the first round of the Ultimate Schmoedown. Now.
Is it second or would it be considered third? No, it would be second.
Second match?
Yeah.
It's the second match. It's very Rocky-ish. Congratulations to Macuga, too, on that happy hour show. What is it, Epic Happy Hour? It's pretty sweet.
So much fun.
He deserves it.
Yes.
Welcome back to the Ultimate Schmoedown. It is the singles tournament here, and it is week number 2 as we are underway.
A little bias on the commentators.
This is a great pairing.
You know, Christian, we always try to sell these matches. You always want to get excited about it. And here, I'm calling our bluff right now. 2 of the most boring competitors. No personality on either one of these gentlemen. Just a slugfest of boredom is what paint and drying is more exciting than Josh Macuga and Mike Kalinowski.
Well, you are Captain Facetious, as I see that you are wearing the...
Captain Feces.
You are absolutely Captain Feces, but I will tell you that you are also someone who is mocking your good friend, because as we know in the history of the Ultimate Schmoedown...
What's that?
You have never picked Josh Macuga to win a match.
Not
ever.
a one.
Anything. The man is 7-7 in singles. He has had an historic run. He is one of the legends of the game. He has competed almost more than anyone else in this entire league.
We just watched that match recently.
At one point was the all-time points leader. How many points he has scored in the entirety of this game. He deserves deserves your respect.
It's so much fun.
Look, I'm a big fan of his parents, so John and Deb, I say this with all due respect. Josh Macuga has played in enough matches to warrant Hall of Fame consideration.
Absolutely.
He just does not win enough of them. However, I will say this about my good friend.
Yes.
What a scrapper that guy is.
A scrapper.
Does he know a lot of movie trivia? No. But he tries so hard, day in and day out. He loves competing, and so I think Mike Kalinowski might have his hands full because Macuga's been here before, maybe more times than anybody ever.
It's his 5th tournament. It is his 5th tournament.
That's old.
That's the thing with Macuga is that you see him because he goofs around and he's silly. I've been on the other end of this magic that Macuga has, and it ain't pretty. The guy can pull rabbits out of his hat. He really can. He's that good. Where he'll pull things. You don't think that he will know it, and he will know it. Look, I have the belt right now. He has beaten me. JTE has the belt right now. He has beaten JTE. And Draco, whether or not Draco wants to, whether or not he wants to admit it or not, Macuga went toe-to-toe with him. Now, Kalinowski's a guy. We saw what he did.
That's so good.
Mm-hmm. We also saw what he did back in singles when he played Breanne Chandler. He's one of the few people that has that perfect round with the bonus in the first round. Mike Kalinowski has become very popular with the fans because he's shown he knows a lot.
That's right, and Kalinowski has a wealth of movie trivia knowledge. I'm not sure. You talk about the rabbits coming out of the hat. I would use the metaphor hand reaching up into Macuga's lower intestine and pulling an answer out. Can Mike Kalinowski have the same kind of disgusting magic that I just metaphorized?
I don't think so. I've only seen Macuga's the only person that I've seen have that kind of magic. I mean,
he's going to need some luck then.
He did it against Dagnino. He did it against JTE. He did it. I mean, he's done it against Clark Wolf last year. He's had more of those types of matches than anybody in the history of the league. But there's a lot of respect between the two of them. It was like the old guard and the new guard, and we're going to talk. We're going to hear from them right now.
Year 3 of my attempt to climb the mountain that is the ultimate Schmoedown. I have been to the championship. I have never lost in the first round. I have wins against Clark Wolf. I have a win against JTE to get in here. I fought Mark Riley to the final question in the final of the first ever Ultimate Schmoedown. I am no slouch.
As you can tell with the smile on my face, I'm excited to be where I am today for this first match. Josh Macuga, when I first was kind of welcomed into the group here, every single time I showed up, he was there with a handshake, a hug, a smile, welcoming me, telling me after matches whether I did great, if I had a bad match. He was there consoling me, what to work on. He's one of the nicest guys around here, you guys know, and to be facing him, this is kind of like, this is kicking it off with a bang for me.
Mike Kalinowski's out there. He's smiling. He's shaking hands. He's kissing babies. He's getting perfect first rounds in team matches. He has yet to go up against a formidable opponent that with as much swagger and as much idiocy and smartassness as I do.
People kind of compare us, but from the beginning they were saying this, and I remember a couple things were said, and he was in the audience, and I heard the hey from the background there, but that to me is an honor. I like to think of that's a form of flattery for him as well.
I'm just going to see you on the other side of this post-interview. We're going to shake hands like gentlemen after I wipe the floor with you. Like Little Mac getting beat by Mike Tyson the first time. You got the cheat code. He made it all the way there, and he realized his fists were too big, he was too fast, and he knew too much about rom-coms. Rom-coms? And he knew too much about rom-coms.
No cheat codes, Game Genie.
You might give me a run for my money, but at the end of the day, you're going to be going home.
It's the only way to beat it.
You know, shake your hand, I'll buy you a beer, but then I got to go off against
with cheating. It was the only way to beat it.
It is time to pass the torch to the new generation.
Am I scared of Mike Kalinowski? No. Do I think that his last name has a lot of syllables? Sure. Does he sound like a dude that's from Pittsburgh whose parents own a Polish deli? Absolutely. Does he sound like a champion in Movie Trivia Schmoedown? That's a solid no.
Hung on him a little too long.
Can you dig it?
Dang, we got a booker.
Oh man, I haven't seen him in a while. Good to see him.
What's up, guys? It's Booker T, 5-time champ, back here on the Schmoedown. And God, this is the second week of the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Division. We got Josh the Wild Man Macuga. He's a fan favorite, but he's taking on rising star Mike the Killer Kalinowski. Now, it's been good. It's been great. And real tough. He's proven himself in matches that no one thought he could prove himself in. But I'm going to tell you right now, Kalinowski, he's proven himself just as well. And in team competition has been almost unstoppable.
I was hoping he was going to say perfect.
Sports movies are rom-com. He can do it. But if Kalinowski, comic book movies, man, if he can do that, if he can pull off comic book movies.
Damn wheel.
He can do it. take it all the way. Now,
Bust the deal,
you
face
guys
the
know
wheel.
I like the Wild Man. I like him a lot. But in this one right here, I gotta go with the killer, advancing to the second round here on the Schmoedown.
It's true, man. Macuga is kind of busy right now.
Hey guys, make sure you
Like,
check
even
out
when we met
Reality
him, it was like he was there for like a second. He finished his episode of TV Talk. He was out.
TV. Download that Fight TV app, guys. That's FITE app. That's FITE app. Download the Fight TV app. Do it. Do it now. I do it for you. And I'm out.
FITV. Fight TV.
You see a lot of respect from
T.E.
Kalinowski saying he knows
Fight.
what Macuga's been. He's not sleeping on him. And
F.I.T.E.
Macuga's
Fight
saying,
T.E.
I'm still here. He's never been knocked out of the first round of a tournament.
Guess I'll have to download it.
He wants a shot. If he's able to win this whole thing, he and I go head to head at the Spectacular and for the trilogy. So that's something I wouldn't mind seeing. But I also went to school with Mike Kalinowski. To see Kalinowski win this thing and go head to head with Kalinowski, that would also be interesting.
Well, the ghosts of acquaintances past for Christian Harloff, and I admire Macuga for how many times he's attempted to win in this tournament. You know who else I admire?
Who?
Sisyphus. He kept pushing a rock up the hill, never worked out for him. I vote Kalinowski today. Sorry, Josh.
All right, so there we go. There is the tale of the tape. Mike Kalinowski, comic book.
Throwing out a little Greek
Spielberg
mythology.
movies, and smiling and
Oh,
wooing
but
the
they
ladies.
woo.
That's what this is.
And Batman entrances.
I don't know how
too.
that's
Guys, will he be
correlated.
wearing a Batman costume today?
Josh
Wooing
Macuga
the
in
Oh.
80s movies.
I need to get better at
sports
reading
movies,
those.
And proving that he is still the ultimate wild.
I usually
Every
just listen to
Lynn
what
Swan
Ken
stat the guy
says.
knows, but does he know enough about movie trivia knowledge to cap Mike Kalinowski? We're
Going
about
to
find
Disneyland?
out.
Waiting
All right,
in line
so,
at Disneyland?
Mark, you ready to go?
I just said we're about to find
Sorry.
out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the
Movie
Trivia Schmoedown!
I love the fighting Mark as he's commentating. He's becoming more of like an asshole.
Introducing
In a
first,
good way, though.
Representing the league,
he is
It's gotta
Mike,
be
the
Kalinowski,
Killer
yeah.
Kalinowski!
he's got the Flash Gordon, the Flash in the DCU. Not a Batman costume today, a different look.
Pearly whites and just flashing here. This could be, they say he is the next Macuga.
4 out of 5 dentists recommend whatever Mike Kalinowski is putting on those gorgeous teeth of his.
And his opponent, representing the
The
Wildberries,
music!
with a record of 7 wins, 7 defeats. He is the 2014 Ultimate Schmoedown.
It makes sense for him to come out to Vaughn. Vaughn's
Vaughn.
music.
Here comes Josh Macuga. He just tossed it. That is property. He's a killer. Destroy it. We think we're getting it.
Oh. Is that a Dundee?
Thank you.
I picture him as
That's a little Oscar.
I got the
Oh, there's the dance. There's
There
that
it is.
dance.
Look at that guy go.
Great suit. There he is. Oh, and there's a handshake, of course. You got
Like he's wearing the outfit that he wore against Andrejko /
That
Finstar.
was very nice of Macuga. I mean, he clearly is
what's
somebody who is
Kalinowski got?
built for the wall.
Oh, some
What did he
pudding.
bring you?
Oh.
He just won over Macuga. He just won
Trying
over
to liquor
Macuga's
him
heart
up.
with the Coors Light. Not a sponsor of this show.
You know what I
What?
Just so weird.
Oh.
I hope that's a carrot that you
As a gentleman, share a Coors Light with me.
All right.
That's very nice. We know
Uh-oh.
Christian.
That's strategy.
He's
by
trying to
Macuga.
weaken me with my ultimate Achilles heel, which obviously is alcohol.
I'm just touched. I
Yeah.
seriously, like, I don't get emotionally overwhelmed that much. But I would rather have a Coors Light than this.
Yeah.
But this still means a lot to me.
Well,
So
that's
thank you very much, Josh.
You're
All right.
welcome.
All right, here we
Large
go.
finger.
So it is time for the Ultimate Schmoedown.
Should be like,
Second
crack
match
it
here in the
open.
Ultimate Schmoedown
It's
single.
actually
works like
a
this. Round
Coors
number
Light
1,
in
Mark. How's it go?
disguise.
For double secret probation
Did you decorate your board?
All right. So remember,
Nah,
you
just
guys
put
remember
it
the
as
dates and
Ultimate
rule. You guys
Schmoedown.
know the
That's all.
challenge rules.
He's got that.
Don't know, please ask. We will definitely give you the definition of how those work. You guys,
Portlandia
that's how you know
reference.
how it works.
Macuga
All right.
looks a little nervous here. Josh, are you feeling okay?
No, I feel fantastic. I'm psyched. I'm ready to go.
Mike, you ready to go?
Listen, there are a few people in this league that are better looking than me, and Mike Kalinowski is not one of them. So that's great.
All right, here we go. So, Macuga, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Kalinowski, you ready to go?
Let's do it.
And let's get ready to Schmoedown!
It's on his shirt.
All right, here we go. Round number 1 and question
Yes, it
number
is.
1 in the realm of...
In the world of new releases, name the comedic actor who stars as Tennessee in the 2017 thriller Alien Covenant. I just got a chance to watch Alien Covenant finally.
And...
Did not care for it.
No, huh?
Not at all.
Really?
Did not care for it.
Wow.
I'm whispering. I don't want them to hear me, but I
They
did not
well, they
like
have microphones on.
it.
5,
Upset.
4, 3, 2...
Can you repeat the question?
Already using it. Name
Coming
the,
in early.
On the
name
first one. I think
comedic
he's just doing it
actor
to
who
talk crap
stars
to
as
people.
Tennessee.
I think they were giving him crap about
2017
it.
Bust Alien Covenant.
There were parts of it that were
I
good.
like that.
Not so much the Fassbender
3,
flute part.
2,
Yeah, that was kind of.
1. Pens down, please. Josh Macuga.
Danny McBride.
That's correct. Kalinowski.
I put Kenny, but...
Kenny Powers. He was
Kenny
on
Powers.
there.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Almost.
Question number 2 here, the realm
was
of action
deep
adventure.
inside.
Yeah.
In Broken Arrow, who plays Riley Hale, a pilot who hopes to foil John Travolta's plot to steal a nuclear weapon?
More Broken Arrow questions, please.
Talk about a cinematic
Do you know who was
masterpiece.
actually nominated for an Oscar?
What, really?
No.
John Woo?
No, it was not.
Love Broken Arrow.
3.
I bought that
I know,
one.
2. I don't do the thing with
Damn it, Hale.
And that's pens down, please. Kalinowski.
Christian Slater?
Correct. Macoogs.
Good
Bill
job.
Paxton. That's right.
Didn't have
Oh,
I talk about Broken
boy.
Arrow
I
a
did not
lot.
Yeah, he
Who
does.
did tell by that?
Damn it,
Broken
Hale.
I've
Arrow
only
guy.
seen bits and pieces,
Yeah,
unfortunately, but he
underground
talks
nukes
about it a
rippling
lot.
the earth.
To the point where it's like, I
So
have
good. Samantha Mathis, Lou,
You know what they say
Lou
about
Gossett
Broken Arrow?
Jr.
Try it again for
Lou
the first
Gossett
time.
Jr. No, it's not Lou
Your
Gossett
next
Jr. What am I
question
talking?
comes from the world
That's
of
Airwolf
Oscar
or something.
movies.
Yeah.
In the Oscar-nominated film Vicky Cristina name one of the actresses who played either Vicky or Christina.
Now, you ever date anybody with a great name?
I was going to say Vicky Cristina Barcelona. I don't
Uh,
think that's one.
You're both pronouncing Barcelona wrong. It's Barcelona.
You're taking time
Barcelona.
to answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can dock your points for ruining your joke. All right, here we go. Macuga.
Penelope Cruz.
That is incorrect. Kalinowski.
Rebecca Hall or Scarlett Johansson?
That is
Wow!
correct. That is correct.
Kalinowski.
That is correct.
I never heard of
Commanding
it.
things with Christian
Yeah,
Slater
it has,
and his knowledge of
Javier
Vicky Cristina
Bardem in it.
Barcelona.
Now, Penelope Cruz obviously
Who's that?
in that film, but she did not
kidding.
play either Vicky or Christina.
He's Captain
There we go.
Something new every day.
Nailed it.
Macuga.
I got kind of like transfixed by boobs in that movie and must have just totally forgot the whole plot.
Here we go. All right, you poop.
That was
All
the
you
plot.
poop. Here we go. In the next category of rom-com, Gary Marshall directed Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, and what other 2000 film named after a holiday?
Shit.
See how farts.
Yeah, that Gary. You know what I did?
Shits
catch
and
the
farts.
other- I caught A League of Their Own.
I actually
Gary
kinda like
Marshall's
this
daughter,
one.
Penny directed.
I only liked Valentine's Day.
I didn't like
I
Valentine's
never even
Day.
bothered to watch the
I
other
didn't care for Valentine's Day
Yeah.
or
Five,
Mother's
Where
Day.
you from?
But I did like this one.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Mike Kalinowski.
New Year's Eve?
Correct. Macuga.
That piece of shit.
I thought it was New Year's Day.
Macuga
But I
taking
guess it's
shots at
New
New
Year's
Year's
Eve.
Eve.
Damn
That
good
makes
Come
more
on, the
sense.
plot of that
Well,
movie.
nothing happens on New Year's Day. I
Great
just
performance by
regret.
John
I get
Bon Jovi. Your next
But I like that
category
one. I'm
is
just saying.
drama.
Save the drama for your mom.
The drama.
Save the drama for your
my
mama.
mother as well as our competitors. The question is, Robert Pattinson joins the circus and romances Reese Witherspoon in what period piece flick? That movie made me cry, like some things that happen on this set from time to time.
Yeah, something's
I,
happened too.
I
Just
get a little,
don't say that.
I get a little misty
don't say
eyed.
the
All
name.
I'm saying is I get a little misty
All
eyed.
right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Macoogs.
Water for elephants.
That is correct. Kalinowski.
Water for
There
elephants.
you go.
All right.
H2O for Dumbo.
They drink a lot of water.
Kalinowski keeping
That's
his 4, 3.
You know what's
Right,
a great
and
scene with
I have to ask the
elephants?
next one.
Indiana Jones' Temple of Doom when she pours the perfume on it.
All right, and our next question comes from the world of
This stuff's expensive.
horror/thriller. Crap, right? Your question is, which Beetlejuice star played Donna Hawthorne in the 2006 Mindbender: A Scanner Darkly? Oh, that got a
God, what's her name?
Was that a Hunger Monster Harlock?
Me?
Okay,
No.
there we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I
Pens
said the
down.
last one
Kalinowski.
wrong.
Winona Ryder?
That is correct. For
Dean
1
Dean.
point.
Yeah, Winona Ryder.
Hey,
look
look
at
at
these
these
guys.
guys. They're going back and
I
forth.
thought there was a
Becoming best
Y.
friends.
All right,
There
here we
could
go,
be, I
guys.
don't know.
Next question in the category of family films. What kind of animal are the animated waiters who show up to share the screen with Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins?
This is one word that Benedict Cumberbatch cannot say, apparently.
Yeah, you can't say that.
He had a smile on his face when he went 5. White suit.
And then when the one that falls in love, they go
3,
smack him up.
1. Pens down, please. And just
Bears?
incorrect. Kalinowski.
Penguins?
Correct. All right. So
Like
Like we're
Kalinowski,
tuxedos.
Kalinowski
Good one,
going up.
Disney.
Kalinowski going up 6-4 here.
I've never heard a less confident answer out of
That's
Macuga's mouth.
All right, last question. Here,
Disney's
guys.
Bears?
You ready for
One's for you, Ken.
movie release dates?
Movie release dates.
What year saw Arnold Schwarzenegger star in the action romp True Lies and the goofball comedy Junior?
Now, you like Junior better than True Lies. Why is that?
That is
Go
not
for the year that everything was in.
Heard you said
That is a
falsity.
falsity.
All right, then you've been lying to me for the last 10 years.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Mike Kalinowski.
This is for you, Scott Mance. 1994.
Correct.
Oh, I thought it was
96.
way later. I put
Oh,
96
so
too.
Kalinowski there. It was Coco for Rick Kalinowski.
By the way, you know, every
A little bit
time
of
they
a
say to
pull
put your
there.
pens down,
7-4.
I
as
never
we now
do
get
in the
to
Schmoedown.
I know, I
round
keep my pen
number
here, but
two.
I
The bottom line
don't
is
write
these guys
anything.
love
But in the
water for
Schmoedown, I
elephants,
never
and
put it
now we're
down.
gonna
I never
explain the
did
rules
either.
for round number 2, also known as
But
the
it's like,
wheel
'cause I
round.
just hold it
In
and I'm
this
holding it
round,
here and
Josh
it's like I'm not
Macuga
writing
is not going to be walking the wheel. Josh,
Although it does
you
look
were
like
the
I
favorite, but you were not
beat
in the
off
lead,
a
so now
Smurf.
Mike Kalinowski is going to have the option of either spinning first or deferring to your Pittsburgh Steelers opponent.
Were you just taking a shot? Was that a shot you took?
I'm just pointing out the facts here.
Cool.
Okay.
Take off the blazer. Okay?
Also, remember, opponent's choice.
You're
Like you said,
stretching
opponent's choice. There's opponent's choice.
Community
You
reference.
have to take the category that you're putting.
I played 14 matches, Christian. I get it.
Vertical fold,
The
Jeff.
comment section forgives no
You
one.
mean
Okay. Macuga's like a Rocky Blyer of this league.
All right, here we go. So, Mike, please go ahead and spin or give it to Coos.
I really want to give it to him to be a gentleman and because he's a great guy, but I gotta take it first.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah,
man.
He wants a crack at that
Take a
wheel.
shot. Look, you got to go for the kill. You gotta
Yeah,
go
I mean,
for the-
Kalinowski standing up to give it a good spin.
He knows it. He's been
Proper
here before.
form, put it back into it.
7 points for Kalinowski in a round. Very impressive.
Are we looking at comic book
Christopher
movies?
Nolan.
Christopher
Christopher
Nolan.
Nolan.
Back on the wheel, freak.
Christopher Nolan.
We
Correct for
want
such
Nolan.
movies as
Here we
The
go.
We would
Keep
take
it.
it.
Yeah.
Keep
Keep
it.
it.
Keep it.
I'm
Keep.
gonna take it.
Yeah, there you
He's
go.
taking it.
Thank
Here we
you.
go. All right.
Let's see how good we
Yeah,
are,
you never
though.
get to see it.
Well, just like, no, we don't get any questions right.
Possibly.
Whatever. Here we go. All right, Mike.
Yep.
Who plays stage engineer John Cutter? Who
Michael
works with
Caine.
both
Yep.
Borden and Angier in The Prestige.
Michael Caine.
She was only 16.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
You're only supposed to blow the
Would that
bloody
be-
doors off.
Michael Caine.
That
There
way.
you go.
It's the only way to properly answer
Pretty
it.
solid
Yeah.
hoagie from Jaws of Revenge. Right
There's some
there.
people out there that love the
Hoagie.
Prestige. I got a standing ovation right there.
So,
Good movie about magic.
Prestige is
Yeah, I
amazing.
like it.
Good
Inception.
one.
What is Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character's first name?
Multiple choice.
Is it
Andrew.
A, Andrew?
Yep.
B, Arnold,
Damn.
C, Arthur? D,
No,
Oh, it's Arthur.
It's Arthur.
Oh, shit.
It's Arthur.
Arthur?
Damn, I would have said Andrew.
Yeah,
good.
but
All
no,
right.
if
Picked
we
an A name.
like, we
Yeah.
should have like
At
wait
the
until all of them,
end,
and then we'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, it's Arthur.
begins, Jim Gordon holds what rank in the Gotham City Police Department?
No. Sergeant?
Lieutenant.
I don't remember.
And which one? Batman Begins. Then I would have had to be like,
Sergeant.
5, 4.
You said lieutenant?
Is it correct?
I'm gonna go lieutenant.
2 points.
Wow, that is a huge steal from a
steal.
guy
Arthur.
who has been
That's
on
right.
this
Damn,
stage
that's killing
as
me.
Batman before.
Yep. All right. Here we go. Here we go.
I love
Last
Batman
question
Begins.
here. Who plays Teddy, the man in the photo who was shot in Memento?
Joey Pants. Joey Pantalone. Damn.
Joey Pants.
Oh God.
Multiple choice.
Huge spoiler,
Jack
by the way.
Pierce, B. Russ Fahau.
That's
C.
very true.
Mark Boone Jr. D. Joe Pantoliano.
Joey
Joe
Pants.
Pantoliano.
1 point. That's a 6.
I knew
little
it.
cleanup there from Macuga. A huge steal, keeping him in this
needed it.
ball
The
game.
nice thing though is, had we said Andrew and it was wrong, we know Macuga never would have said Arthur.
Yeah.
Macuga has a big
We done like
right
Mike?
in this game. All right, Macuga, here we go. Big spin.
Oh my good lord, that is a spin. That's a guy
But at
who's
least
been there
when he
before.
said Arthur, we're like, oh shit, it is Arthur.
Yeah.
Like, we knew
I
it.
think
We
the
just-
choice would
yeah.
have gotten us there.
Sit!
Begging for it to sit on
Oh,
action.
action adventure.
I'll stay.
And it does.
Yeah.
Josh Macuga, action
Like, staying
adventure,
in
one
the
of his
same
favorites.
realm.
And here we go.
Time.
All right, Josh. What character actor played the President of the United States in National Treasure: Book of Secrets?
I don't remember. Multiple choice, because I have no idea.
4, 3.
I'm gonna multiple choice it.
Is it A. Robert Patrick, B. Tom Wilkinson, C. Bruce Greenwood, or D. Frank Langella?
Robert
I'm gonna say Frank Langella because Bruce Greenwood is the president in Kingsman
Say
2.
Bruce Greenwood.
5,
He seems like kind of a scummy dude. I'm gonna go Frank Langella.
3.
That is incorrect.
I thought
Mike
Robert
Kalinowski.
Patrick, maybe.
That's
Bruce
tough.
Greenwood.
That is a point.
Oh, damn.
He was the president
For
in
Mike
that too.
Kalinowski.
He was just the
People-
president in Kingsman 2.
Wow, that's
Oh,
right.
really?
Yeah.
That's the one thing that Macuga cannot afford to
I haven't
lose
watched
is
it
his
yet.
own gut.
And that's why I would have shied
next
away
question,
from it
Mike.
because he was
How many
just the
shots are you
president.
gonna take in me in this
Yeah,
match?
That
but-
was not a shot.
It's a shot!
You're in
National
one
take
Treasure
that shot.
came out
You would Mari Ellis
long
getting
time
still.
ago, so he could play the president.
It's also
again.
Commander
though it may
Pike
be.
in Star Trek.
Your next question. Josh, my dear friend. Who played Guinevere in 2004's King Arthur?
Joey
Uh,
Armand.
Keira Knightley.
yeah,
Correct.
Keira Knightley. You're right.
Can I repeat the question?
You can. That's your
Yes,
second
please.
one.
Yes. Who played Guinevere in 2004's King Arthur?
Is
You got it. You got it.
5,
It's right there.
4,
Work through it.
3.
Keira Knightley.
You got it.
There
That's
you
2
go.
points. Wow. Julia Ormond, I
I've
believe,
been
played
there. I
Guinevere
know
in
it
First
feels
Night.
like to
Wow.
just
In
it
First
be
Night.
there.
was big.
And now Josh Macuga.
First
look,
Night's
we're
so
in
good.
danger of
Sean
being
Connery,
knocked out
Richard
here,
Gere.
but Josh Macuga has 2 questions left. So here we go, Josh. Your next
It's like
question.
Dragonheart without the
In
dragons.
Commando,
I don't know
John
Commander very
Matrix
well.
gets Bennett to put down his gun by convincing him to fight with what?
A knife. Look into my eye.
Come on, Bennett.
Put a knife in
Fight with
me.
your fists.
The answer?
Yes.
Thank you, Adam the Woo.
Correct. Steal.
Stick a knife in me. See what's going on in there. Why
Knife.
you turn it?
Correct. That is.
You fight!
That is correct. He
Wow.
convinces Bennett to put down his gun by convincing him to fight with what? And it was a knife.
The knife in me.
Twist it and turn it. Look into my eyes.
So
See what's
now-
going on in
Come on,
there.
Bennett.
So Christian,
Adam
here's
the
where we
Woo,
are right
man.
now.
Adam
Is
the
Josh
Woo.
Adam the
Says that
If
Woo.
he
all
doesn't
the
get
time.
this question right, we're still going to go to round
Love
3
Adam the
unless
Woo.
Mike Kalinowski does know the answer and somehow gets another steal. Boy, my heart is racing right now, and not in the direction I want it to be going.
All right. You jinxed your friend. So here we go.
I did nothing of the sort. Your question, Josh.
So good.
Who played Alex West, a Tomb Raider with unscrupulous methods in Lara Croft Tomb Raider?
Daniel Craig plays in
Oh,
America.
he's shutting down.
Daniel
It's
Craig.
over for
Daniel
Macuga.
Craig. Come on,
Daniel
B.
Craig,
B.
C.
Daniel
Channing
Craig.
Tatum,
B.
or D. Clive
Come on,
Owen?
Daniel Craig. It's B.
5,
It's over.
4.
B.
Clive Owen.
Nope.
That is incorrect, Mike Kalinowski. You for the win.
Yeah, I know. It's probably Guy Pearce, right?
Daniel Craig.
Damn. Wow. Wow.
Well, it's the last time I'll let you wear this suit, Christian.
See, but he looks.
I mean, Mike Kalinowski
but that's
has
so sad
That's
because
why
he looks
I
great.
don't like to see Macuga sad.
big legendary.
Macuga's sad, but at the same time, he feels so
Yeah,
like
he
no
feels
one has
bad.
bad that he.
ever
But
knocked
it's
out
the
the
game.
Wild
And
It's the
never
way
has he
Mark
lost in a
and
first
Clark
round of a
felt
tournament
after
either.
our
I mean, this is a
match.
day of
And you
first
could
for
see
Josh
it in their
Macuga,
faces.
not
There
how
was
he
no
hoped the day
celebration.
would pan
They
out.
felt
And I'll tell you
terrible.
what,
But it's
we
like,
were
it
just-
happened.
We were
No,
looking for that
it's
Macuga
an
match.
ass
He
kicking
spun
and
the
it
category.
sucks,
I think he
but it
most
does
It does
won
suck
on
it,
the
but
wheel.
it
Rarely.
happens.
Questions were difficult. Mike Kalinowski knew them in his vault of knowledge. Macuga's luck could not come to play against Kalinowski.
They were shitty action movies.
No, Kalinowski is
according to
starting
Macuga.
really
They weren't
find
in
his
his
way in the Schmoedown.
his favorite,
repertoire
yeah.
of action.
Jinx, or the sophomore Jinx.
Commando,
is on.
though.
He's there now. He feels confident. You can tell he knows the rules of the game. He takes his time. He looked like someone that is a serious
calculates
contender
it.
in this thing.
Yeah.
He fights through
it.
Macuga
Like that
just
Keira
has
Knightley.
magic today.
Yeah,
I didn't say
and
as
like
much
he, I mean,
in the
he
interview,
used
like,
one of
he just,
the
he
his
missed the ones that
things
he
at the
probably
beginning,
thought
like
he
we
didn't
did.
take his
It
time.
happens. You have to
Rushed
use
into
one
some
of your
these questions,
JTE
and
rules.
Kalinowski
We've used
Will
it twice
Kalinowski
before
run
in the
the
beginning
table
too,
in the
and
tournament?
it's
Will
like,
Josh Macuga show some emotion? Will I
Right.
be able to
It
retain my
happens.
Hollywood best friend Oscar from Josh Macuga? We're going to find out right now. Jen Sturger has an interview with both the winner and the loser.
Jen!
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? I'm Jen Sturger, and I'm here with Mike, the killer Kalinowski. That was amazing. How are you feeling after that match?
Kind of mixed.
What?
I'm hurting. Like, I feel bad. Like,
You lived up to your name.
not in a great match for me. But it was like
You lived up to your name,
yeah.
Mike, the killer. You just took
Right.
down a legend in Josh Macuga.
I did. So it's kind of a shock. I got a little bit of I think heartburn. I don't know if it's I'm getting older or what. Or if it's I don't know, it's the beer.
We have
But
tongues and crafts.
I feel good. I feel good. But I had to face him, and yeah, he's a great guy. He's such a good guy, and I didn't want to.
No.
Maybe go a little bit further and a little. I don't know. I don't want to.
It's tough.
It's
tough.
Yeah, I am.
You're like really
Like,
flustered
by the
by
match, I
this.
felt
Yeah,
really
it's
good.
like,
And
you
I'm
don't
like,
know
yeah,
what
we
to
did it. I did this.
say.
My past history with Brienne. I'm like, yeah, okay, she made fun of me, but but with this,
Yeah, it's harder when they're nice to
Yeah.
you.
You shared a
Ish.
beer with your friend,
It's bittersweet.
Yeah.
It is
and then you beat his
bittersweet.
ass.
It is bittersweet. Yeah.
So your stealing actually was what really won you that match.
I-
Tell me, how were you feeling going into that second round, and when you saw that the action question just came up much harder than we anticipated?
Yeah, and I tell you, I went with Nolan because he's got a limited filmography, so I was like, okay, but that Batman Begins, and I know the line, it's Batman comes up to him and he's like, the detective, he's like, oh, it's Lieutenant now, and I'm just like, it just was not there, and I knew it wasn't Commissioner, he gets that rank in The Dark Knight, so, I've studied movies that I don't know. I think maybe it's time to kind of go back and like Batman Begins, I saw that 15 times in the theater.
I mean,
so
it's very true.
We know
You've
you
seen a
changed
movie
stuff
so
up a
many
little bit
times,
here,
and then
yeah.
you
But,
stop
yeah,
for a
his
while
action
because you're trying
adventure-
to build your repertoire of
that's a
everything
strong one
that
for
you
me
kind
too.
of.
So if he
it's
was
in the
not,
back
he was going to
burner.
miss him, I was going to get him right.
So you knew you
Action
had that in
adventure
your
is
pocket.
definitely a category for me.
I don't know. Do you feel like this might be a changing of the guard here at the Schmoedown?
I feel like
I don't want to believe that because I still want him in.
He
I
had
still want him there.
multiple
He's always
ranks
gonna
in
be there,
Batman Begins,
Hey, if I was
and
not
you
part
could
of
have
DC
argued that.
movie news, that would be a man that I would love.
think he was
to see
sergeant
more.
but-
when I
when
first
Bruce
started,
was a
before I
kid.
started the DC movie news. It's like who would I get along
Yeah,
with? Who would I just want to
for
have a great
me, I
team
mean,
with? And he's
Lieutenant
one
was
of
the
guys
one
from the
that
beginning. I was like,
stuck
I'd love
out
to have
because
been
he
teaming
actually
with this guy.
says it's Lieutenant.
So
But he says Lieutenant
I
at
hope
the
he's gonna be
end.
around. I hope he'll play
Yeah.
again. He's 14 matches he had, so I hope I'm going to get him again just in a regular match without a tournament.
I doubt this is the last time
It's
we've
very
seen Josh
true.
Macuga.
Yeah.
He just
But it didn't
keeps
go
coming
that way
back
either
even
way.
when we
It
don't
wouldn't
want
have
him.
Too much charisma.
So now, looking forward into the tournament, you're going to be facing either Clark Wolf or Brienne Chandler, who have not competed yet, but we all know your history.
The
With
Joker
Miss Chandler.
to my Batman.
Right?
But, I mean, how many times do I have to knock her down? I mean, I'm not saying this to be negative, but, but Clark Wolf, on the other hand, that's a match. But Brienne, who knows? So, I don't know going into this. They're both strong competitors. I've never faced Clark before. I've only seen her compete. I know she knows her stuff. Brienne, I know her tricks. I know her tactics. I know how to rile her up. This is the tournament now, so the gloves come off. Or as Batman would say, the gauntlets come off. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I am waiting to see what's going to happen with that match, so we'll see.
So, looking even further ahead,
Okay? Yeah.
are you ready to play the commissioner for the belt? Do you think
No.
you have that in you?
That's too far.
There's-
And what costume are you wearing? That's what we were really
That I
know,
gotta
right?
go to my man tub. We'll see what happens in that. But as you guys know, Christian, I know each other for a very long time. He's the guy that brought me into this. He got my
Right?
start.
Florida State?
Florida State, DC Movie News. I have a long history with Christian, but I've seen him compete.
FSU.
It's sight to behold with those guys.
Is that what they say? I don't know.
So I think my
No.
path is kind of now
Oh no.
coming into sharp
Harry
focus
Knowles?
with where it's going to go.
It's not
I think I have a
good
shot
right
at
now.
this. So it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting to see what's going to happen.
You heard it here, Schmoedown fans. It's about to get serious. Josh Macuga, a little emotional here. Josh.
Is that how you want to start the interview?
No,
Jen?
that would be
Sure,
hilarious.
yeah. I'm really emotional right now, Schmoedown fans. I'm super emotional. I got knocked out for the first time
Oh,
ever
how is
in
gonna
the
be
freaking
the-
tournament. A tournament that I made it all the way to the championship. Am I a little
Fantasy
pissed
update?
off?
Fantasy
Sure. Am I a little
update.
pissed off about the commando question? Come on. You're not supposed to fight with knives. You're supposed to fight with fists. He throws a pipe through him at the end of it. A pipe. They don't use
He throws him
guns.
through a pipe.
I don't. Jen, you know, in action adventure, the fact that I got fucking Tomb Raider and King Arthur
Those are
is an
classics.
embarrassment to anybody writing questions for action adventure. Those are fluff pieces meant for idiots watching on a fucking
I like Tomb Raider.
FXXXXX on a Sunday afternoon.
Doesn't he like
okay?
work for
It's
one of those
BS.
FX channels?
I don't like it.
He does like it's TBS.
Go ahead.
Very
ask the
funny.
question.
I was just going to
FXX.
say, we were a little surprised at how difficult the action questions were. When you spun action, you had to were like, "Yep, this is my jam. This is in my wheelhouse."
Yes.
And then that happened.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
And the steals really were what set you back.
Well, listen, the steals were ridiculous because I pretty much gave him Bruce Greenwood because it is what it is. And then, I mean, listen, the fact that I stole Lieutenant, I was like, all right, at least this will get me to the third round because after the first round, I just didn't have it. First rounds have always been tough for me. If you can get me to the third round and I'm only down by 3 or 4, I think I have a pretty good chance. But today wasn't my day.
You're clearly
Just-
emotional, Josh. Like, are you?
15 matches, Jen, and I needed.
Don't retire
I
too.
just needed some luck
No,
like
too
3
many
months
people
ago
are
to get me
retiring.
going towards some kind of a role. But this one win, one loss, one win, one loss thing.
He's gonna just stick
It was hard
to
to build
tag
It's not
team.
healthy.
momentum.
It's not healthy.
Yeah, maybe.
it's not good.
Look, you're clearly emotional. I mean, you have to give a little bit of credit to Kalinowski, though, right?
Listen, he's great. He's great. I didn't think I've watched his matches. When he first started in this league, I thought, no offense to Mike Kalinowski, he was a bit of a weakling. He didn't really show up for much. He was losing to some pretty weak competitors. But
He was a bland
he's
character.
really shown that he knows his stuff.
I think
Going
he was
like
just
first
trying. He
trivia
was
just as
trying
much
to
as he
find
knows
his
how to
groove,
pack
Yeah.
an
and
adult-sized
then he found
Batman
it, and
costume
now he's ready
into a
to
plastic
roll.
tub and store it somewhere in his home or storage space. So listen, am I proud of the guy for winning? Absolutely. Do I take my hat off to him for knocking me out? Sure. Do I want him to win the whole thing? Yeah, because that'll make me look pretty good.
He paid him some really high praise. He said, somewhere
Of course he
down
did.
the road.
Have you seen my face? Have you seen my record? Have you seen everything about me? Of course he paid me high praise. I'm the best at
He also
pretty
said you're
much
very
everything.
modest.
Yes, I'm the best at pretty much everything around. And listen,
Would you ever consider teaming with him further down the road?
I think we'd make a pretty great team. We'd just call ourselves the Lady Killers. We're impossible to resist.
And with those jackets, I mean, who can?
Exactly.
I like
defeat
Lady
you two?
Killers.
So, obviously now
Coen
I'm
brothers.
cheering for Mike. And who do you think can
The
win
Lady
tournament?
Killer
I
Berries.
think Mike can run the tournament. I think if his head is a little too big for his cowboy hat right now, so maybe he'll take it off and look like a normal human being instead of some weird version of V for Vendetta. Like, I don't know, Magnificent Seven meets V for Vendetta meets a guy that's never ridden a horse. But he's hard to beat. But Mike Kalinowski has shown he's got the flair, he's got the muscle. He's somebody that is should be feared. So yeah, I'm rooting for Mike down the line. Yep.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to see you back,
Thanks,
Macuga.
Jen. Do you want to stick
Hope you
around
feel
for my
better about
fantasy update? You want to stick around?
No,
for
I got
fantasy?
shit to do.
Okay. You know what? I'll just do a fantasy update right now. We don't even need to cut back to them. Here we go.
Fuck it. Yes.
All right, as you see, Josh Macuga obviously pretty heartbroken
Perfect.
here. He gave all the respect in the world to Mike Kalinowski,
Yep.
but he also acknowledged that he maybe jumped the gun a couple times.
They're gonna do this,
We don't
and then
know
they'll
what's
go
gonna
back
be.
to
Knocked
it.
out of the tournament.
Walk
It's the
away.
first time he's ever been knocked out. He's a little punch drunk here, Mark. I think that he doesn't know what he's doing yet. Obviously, the wild berries are going to be making a little bit of a rush.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. It was not the Coors Light that Mike Kalinowski gifted him that threw him off. I just think it wasn't Macuga's day, and that's what happens sometimes in this tournament. And I just got an email saying, I'm no
Should I
longer
keep
invited to
telling
Josh's
myself?
wedding. I wish you all the best.
Yeah, well, and then Mike Kalinowski, you hear him in the interview. A lot of good things for him coming up because he proved that he's someone to look out for right now, knocking out the Wild Man. But in the interview, as you see that he gave all the respect to the Wild Man and said that he's looking forward to doing more in this league. But now he has a chance of playing one of two people, one who he has serious history with.
Oh, yeah?
And that's Breanne Chandler.
Oh, boy.
Now, if Breanne Chandler happens to win her match, they could be going at it once again. However, Breanne Chandler has a lot on her plate as she goes up against classy Clark Wolf. So if Mike Kalinowski and Clark Wolf meet up here, that's also a possibility. So there's a lot to happen here as we get into round number 2. Well, we're just underway. This is match 2.
Yeah, and look, I think it would do Mike Kalinowski well to learn from the ghost of Josh Macuga in that Macuga's a guy who always brings luck to his tournaments, and Kalinowski's going to need to use a lot of that, whether he has to go up against Chandler or Wolf, whoever he faces in the future of this match. Kalinowski is not going to be able to get by just on knowledge. You need a little bit of magic dust from a blue fairy.
And you, my friend, will be going up against Stacey Howard.
No magic
That's
dust needed
coming
for
up
that one.
Next week. Make sure you check that match out. We have so many matches coming up in these singles. Make sure if you haven't watched the teams, go ahead and check out the team tournament, as you know that the finals are coming out the same exact week as the finals of this tournament. There's a lot to happen. Who do you guys think are going to win? What's your brackets say? Who's going to be taking me on for the belt at the Spectacular? Comment. Let us know. Comment and share this. Here's the one thing, like I said, we'll never charge you for these matches. That's not something we're interested in doing.
Nah, you can take them.
The only thing that we're asking you guys for, if there are 15, 20, 30, 100,000 of you guys watching it, then see how many comments you can get up there. See how many likes you can get up there. Break the record. Join the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook group.
They want all the
conversation.
Comments.
All the comments.
All the likes.
Join the fantasy leagues. And speaking of the fantasy leagues, here is Josh Macuga.
Yes, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And then just fade out. Yes! As Booker T would say, perfect. That was good. That's how you're supposed to end it. So, Kalinowski, calculating, figuring out, taking his time. Something that we
taking full advantage of that countdown that they do, the 5, 4, which is great. Because you want to go all the way to the end because you don't want to be like, and then say something and totally get it wrong.
Like we did with our Wolves of Steel match versus before. Like we.
But I'm saying, like right now, when we were like, "Oh, it's Andrew," and then multiple choice, and then we thought, "Oh, because they said Andrew," it's like, "Okay, we got it."
Like I'm drinking.
But since when they were doing the thing, and it's like Arthur, and you're like, "Oh, wait, no, his name is Arthur, not Andrew." So.
And that's the thing is like it was most apparent in that Keira Knightley question. Like you could see him. I even said,
"Yeah, you could see him." Like,
get it? You got it. It's right there. You just gotta move some muck in your head to get to it. Keira Knightley.
Like the way that I get to people's names too is I think of their last name first. It's weird. Like I'll be like, Knightley, Keira. Okay.
You're like Michael Scott. You have like this crazy ass phonetic way to calculate things.
Exactly. I'm like, okay, she was wearing the dress in this movie, and then they called her name. Okay. And then,
Drew Barrymore, Ever After. I know where you were going with that one.
Exactly.
But yeah, Macuga, I hate seeing Macuga sad. But the man's busy right now, so it's probably better that he doesn't push on ahead into the tournament. And then we've got Kalinowski possibly going up against Breanne Chandler or Clark Wolf in the next match as well, which I wouldn't.
Be interesting match. That match too will be a lot of fun as well. Sorry. As well as whoever goes.
You want them to talk amongst themselves? We'll give you a topic. Curb your enthusiasm. Why did it take so long for me to watch it? It's amazing. Man, we're back.
Anyways, for that match versus, and then whoever wins that match, then Kalinowski will verse either the classy one or Miss Movie. So. Which
he's in for a hell of a fight if it's the classy one, because, I mean, granted she did lose her match with Mark Riley, but damn has she not putting up a fight right now. She's definitely gunning for it. Breanne Chandler, on the other hand, she is a woman scorned, having to make a name for herself again because of that, loss with Kalinowski. Wasn't it twice? She lost to Kalinowski, then they lost in the Ultimate Schmoedown. She's gotta give it her all in this battle with Clark Wolf. But then to go up against Kalinowski, like he said, the gauntlets are off and he's gonna basically no holds barred. So I don't know. She does get emotionally wrapped up in these matches. So
very invested, which is great. But it could also hurt you because you're kind of thinking of like, I need to get this right, and then your mind kind of just...
You overthink it.
Yes.
You overthink it. Or you get short, like what happened with Macuga, what happened with us in Wolves of Steel, where it was like, you see that big, vast gap, and it's like, I don't know. And you stop, like, trying to play it safe, and it's like, I need to rack up as many points as I can.
Yeah, you have, like, a blur over your knowledge a little bit, and it's like... I want to say Jello.
You just start shooting threes when you really should be just trying to get the layups over and over to win.
Yeah, exactly.
But you just go for, I gotta make a three.
U of A does a lot of times that they shoot anyways.
That's not U of A. They're in a lot of trouble right now. That is a whole different topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got Kalinowski moving forward, which is exciting. We know that we've got John Roca and Jason Inman going up against each other, which is exciting as well.
Jeff advanced.
So
he is in the second round.
And then everybody else has yet
everything is
moving into motion.
It
is kind of nice so that we have a couple days in between to,
collect our thoughts.
Yeah, before we get into the new match.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, it's exciting. It's fun being able to sit here and watch it.
Yes.
Again, though, as we start winding down and getting to those bigger matches, you guys, tell Tim the Tank, tell Aaliyah and Dan from Nerd Build Nerd Build Pod, All the Belts Pod, and Ashley. Where the hell are they? Ashley and Tim, they're getting married very soon. It's happening very
it's
soon.
happening basically
like
this
2
month.
weeks?
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks?
It's happening in October, so.
But as these matches wind down and we get to the big ones, tell them you want them to come over here. Our open door policy is, it's like the Tanner household.
Yes, I mean, it's fun.
It's always open.
It's fun to do it with this guy over here, but it's a whole lot of fun to have other people's perspectives in this match, and I miss having Tim and Ashley or Aaliyah and Dan because they are very invested in the Schmoedown, and it's awesome that we have people who live in our neck of the woods that love it as much as we do. So.
Yeah, so let them know on Twitter and Facebook and all the social networking joints.
Yeah, because Aaliyah's killing it with cosplays. I want to see who she can cosplay next. Do the classy one.
Yeah, that's true. She just did Emma Fyfe and she did John Roca before that.
Do Macuga. Do anybody. Do Stacy. You got Miss Movies. I just want you to see go down the line, tell her which, she should do a poll as to which one she should cosplay next.
But October is an incredibly busy month. Yes. Either way, guys.
And October because it's Halloween.
Yeah, October is going to be killer. Speaking of killer, though, we are going to be having, I guess it's somewhat of a meetup, an impromptu meetup, Friday the 13th. We sure are. Friday the 13th. At nightfall at Old Tucson Studios. We are going to be there. We're going to try and get the whole party to go. Again, it's a busy schedule, but we are putting it out there now. October 13th, Friday the 13th, we're going to be at Old Tucson Studios for their nightfall, scary Halloween, haunted houses.
And if you don't know what that is, we do have 2 videos up on our channel
from last year
and the year before. You could check those out.
A lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
There was quite a few of us last year. Don't know if we'll get that many this time, but either way, we're letting you guys know now. So if you live in the Tucson area, that's when you should hit up Nightfall.
Yeah, you could come say hello, and then you could see me be out there.
Yeah, that she drank a little too much last time. You could see that in the vlog from 2016. Nightfall. But either way, thank you guys. You can you can subscribe.
And you did a thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram status.
All the social networking gin joints, you know where they are. Hit up the Patreon, kick into the party, feel the party, keep the party going, gets us where we need to go. Like a lighter video, comment down below. Thank you guys so much, and YOLO.